Hatchlings, it's DragonFeather and welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's episode of the YouTube Pagan Challenge, the question is, what is your take on the Wheel of the Year? And for those of you guys who do not know what the Wheel of the Year is, the Wheel of the Year is the pagan holiday, cycle, kind of seasonal thing that celebrates the sun. They're also known as the Sabbats, and there's 8 of them. If you would like to know more about the Wheel of the Year and the 8 Sabbats, I'll leave some links to some videos that I've made down below if you guys are interested and want to check that out. But anyway, my take on the Wheel of the Year is I actually really adore it, and I know some people might not celebrate it as much as maybe they do the moon phases, but I definitely love the Wheel of the Year. I use it all the time, and my first actual Sabbat that I celebrated by myself was Beltane, so that was really fun. And I love how most of the holidays that the general public celebrates these days, well, in America anyway, definitely has to come from all of the pagan holidays, which just is kind of ironic and makes you laugh if you think about it. But at the end of the day, these are like ancient traditions that if you really like delve into the history of them, they're honestly really quite fascinating. And some of them have Celtic backgrounds, if not the majority of them, and that's like where my heritage is from, so I've always been fascinated with that as well. But I personally love the Sabbats. I love how you have the minor and the major Sabbats, and some of the Sabbats fall on the equinoxes and on the solstices, and I think it's really important to celebrate natural occurring cycles like that because they're celestial events that are very powerful when you tap into them using magic, and I definitely feel like that's a more important side of the Wheel of the Year. I mean, you can do all sorts of whatever during the holidays, any sort of way you want to celebrate, but if you're using them for magical purposes, like especially say the winter solstice for example, like if you're going to use that to maybe bring in the new and banish the old and kind of celebrate the stillness and take a dive within yourself, like I feel like that's the perfect time to maybe cast a spell for that, while the summer solstice is like maybe going out and doing something extraordinary and like following your passion and like bringing in good things and basking in the light of your glory or whatever it is. But I feel like for magical purposes it's very powerful if you know enough and you know what you're doing, I suppose. But yeah, the Wheel of the Year has always been a very important part in my practice and is one of the very first things that I've actually learned about when I was first starting my YouTube channel and like starting to learn about the whole spiritual thing and all of that, and it was always kind of like interesting to see how there were other holidays than the ones that I was used to celebrating, and how most of the holidays that these pagan ones are basically the holidays I already celebrated, but was like the true authentic version of them, I feel, instead of like a commercialized version where in society they like to tell us to celebrate the holidays a month early apparently. So I kind of feel like it's more sacred celebration rather than like Christmas or Valentine's Day. I'm just saying, but that's kind of my take on the Wheel of the Year. But if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, but until next time, stay geeky, cheeky, and freaky little hatchlings. Blessed be, and bye.